tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. Dropping knowledge in the studio, you already know.
Hey people, how you doing? This your boy Hakeem Bello, back again once more time. Chaos Culture Radio. Hitting y'all with another episode. This time I'm going to talk about something special to my heart. You could say special, but it's special to my heart. But the thing I want to talk about is I want to teach you how to try to find that champion within inside yourself. For real. Because you are a champion in anything you do, even if you're flipping burgers or you're a ditch digger. You got to have that champion inside you. But the thing about it is I think we live in today and age where people are so complacent with just living a certain lifestyle, and you don't have to. You know what I mean? You don't have to work a 9 to 5. You know, you don't have to push pens and papers and all that. You can go out here and really do something that you love and not following traditions or cultural things that a lot of us are plagued to, especially for people who suffer from insecurities and who are not self-confident. I'm really doing this podcast for y'all. For real. I made this for y'all. I woke up out of my bed to be like, find that champion within inside yourself. Don't be a goofy. On my mama. Don't be a goofy. For real. Because you do mean something to yourself and your kids and your family and your friends by going after what you believe in. And I'm a firm believer on that. Sometimes you got to suffer to achieve. So the first thing I want to say is this. Ain't nobody going to be no champion if you don't have a desire to win. You know, it has to. You have to be hungry for it. You know what I'm trying to say? You gotta want it. You gotta breathe it. You gotta sleep it. You gotta eat it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be strong for it. If you don't have a desire to win or no ambition, you ain't gonna never be no winner. I'm gonna tell you that straight up and down. You know what I mean? Myself is this, and you gotta learn how to fail. Failing is winning. Most people tell you, nah, it's not true, but failing is winning. And that's the thing that you got to position yourself to do. You got to fail to win. You know? Second thing is you have to have a positive mental attitude. Having a positive mental avenue can take you so far you can't believe it. Even when things look so bleak and you look like you're not going to win, you can definitely achieve something with a positive mental attitude. You know, they always say that positive thinking wins. I think we're living in a day and age where so many people are not positive thinking because they see so many negative results, but you can't do that. You got to still push through it. And mind you, I'm only preaching to the choir because I don't follow that stuff sometimes, but I'm starting to learn to as you get older. Sometimes don't even dread yourself about how the past is or you not being in the where you're supposed to be. You feel what I'm saying? Trust me on that. Keep thinking positive and keep pushing forward. Another thing is, too, if you're going to be a champion, people are going to judge you by the work you put in. If you ain't out here putting in work, you can't be no champion. I'm telling you straight up and down. And I know a lot of people say champion doesn't necessarily have to deal with just playing in sports. It can be a champion in everything you do. You know, this is how people get raises, and this is how people take it to another level by being good at what you like and doing what you love. That's the first thing you need to find out. Forget everything else I said. If you can't find out what you love, then all this other stuff is just jumpers. You can go back all lollygagging and being a goofy if you want to do that. You know, I'm going to get to my next thing because, you know, I want to start to hit certain points where y'all can start to feel me on. The next point is you need to have a strong personal reason to win. And you might see a lot of self-help books be like, what's your why? Why you want to open up a business? Why you want to lose weight? Why you want to do this? You have to have that why. And for me, my why on becoming successful is to take care of my mama, take care of my family, and, you know, to be able to live comfortable. You know what I mean? I don't want to be rich. That's the last thing I ever thought about. Back in the days, I wanted to stunt and pull up and bag the baddest chicks, but that don't mean nothing to me anymore. I'm a grown man now. I want to be able to go to Costa Rica and sip Kahlúas at the beach. You know what I'm saying? knowing that everybody back home don't need me because they got bags too. So know your why. And once you have your why with everything else and put it together, that can make you a champion. Another thing is you got to suffer. You know what I mean? You got to suffer. And you might think that, what you mean by suffer? If you suffer now, you're going to celebrate later. Don't get you a new car now. Drive you that old Pinto. You know what I mean? Don't go out to eat every day. Eat your lunch at home. You know what I mean? You do all of this. All this can compound to a greater situation on a later thing. You know? For real. Suffer now. Celebrate later. Another aspect is just winning. Like, I always win. For my personal thing, I always win. You know, but I don't think a lot of people understand winning takes a lot of mental work. A lot of mental work. You got to constantly be on go mode for you to win. You think it's a game, but I'm telling you the truth. You got to constantly be on go mode to win. If you think this is just for a play, if you think this is just to do this, nah. It's very draining at times. But you will see what I'm talking about. You'll understand what I'm saying. Okay, next attribute. Positive affirmations generate beliefs. So you have to always give yourself some credit and talk to yourself and tell yourself how good are you or what you're going to do. That's going to help you. Positive affirmations always help. You know what I'm saying? I always try to tell myself I'm a boss. I'm going to be a boss. I'm going to have a company. I'm going to run stuff. And when I say that, I believe in it. And once you believe in it, you start to envision it in a way to see yourself out there to be like, okay, I'm a boss. I'm running a block. I'm running a Fortune 500 company. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to give everybody I know jobs. That's, you know what I mean? But you can only do that if you believe in yourself. You know what I mean? You got to give yourself positive affirmation. If you can say, oh, woe is me. I'm not going to be nothing in life. Lord, forgive me. I'm not going to be nothing in life. Then you ain't going to do nothing. You ain't going to be nothing. You might as well just go stand at the corner store with the rest of the losers. We don't need you. But if you do have some love for yourself, come over here. We'll help you out. Telling you the truth. Next thing is, if you don't got no goals, a man who don't plan to fail. My mama always told me that. My mama always told me that. You know what I mean? You got to have a plan. You got to have a plan. And once you plan, you can succeed after that. Another thing is this, which goes back to positive affirmation. You got to visualize yourself winning. You got to dream it every night. You got to taste it. You know what I'm saying? Once you start seeing yourself in a big house, sooner or later you're going to be in a big house. Once you start seeing yourself in a new car, you're going to be in a new car. Once you start seeing money in your bank account, you're going to see money in your bank account. Visualize that winning. Trust me on that when I'm telling you. You're talking to somebody who's been poor. But as soon as I start to visualize and start to think, things are starting to look up for me. You starting to think, boy, is it magic? The power of the mind is a beautiful thing. It can do wonders for you. You just got to know how to use it. For real. I'm going to keep going. You become what you believe. Just goes back to another thing. If I believe I'm a boss, you're a boss. You know what I mean? You believe you the best hairstylist in Miami, you're going to be the best hairstylist in Miami. You believe you're the best basketball player, you're going to do that. You just got to believe what you are. You know? Another thing of being a champion is the ability to manage difficult situations. And I want to bring up, I think his, what's his name is? That bike man, the bike runner, Armstrong, who got caught for taking all those drugs. He still is a winner. He managed that thing still to this day and kept on pushing. Still taking care of his kids, took a little backlash. I still think he's a winner. You know? He took it and he strove with it. Strive. Tell me about it. Another thing too, we're gonna keep it moving. The ability to identify and take advantage of opportunities. This is one of the key points of being successful. When an opportunity comes, you take it and run with it. Don't sit, don't ponder on it. Take it and run with it. If it don't work, you can always go back home. Somebody give you an opportunity to move out of town and to try something new, you take on it. You don't know where that's gonna lead you. You feel what I'm saying? What new situation that's gonna help you out. And if you don't, you just take each opportunity seriously, especially when you get older. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, don't live with regrets. I could keep going and going and going and on and telling you what's the situation about just being a champion. But for the most part, the key ingredient to being a champion, which all those other points that I talk about, is just following your dreams. That's all it is. Following your dreams. No matter what it is. We're not going to let society, we're not going to let people, we're not going to let parents, friends take you away from what you think you're supposed to be doing. Because if you don't, you're goofy. I mean that. If you sitting here listening to this podcast and you had something, you have a talent or a gift that was given to you by God or the Almighty Creator or Allah or Yahweh or whatever you want to call them, and you're not utilizing, you're goofy. For real, you're goofy. But if you feel like you want to take a chance and go out there and follow your dreams, then me and you can sit down and have a talk. I even help you because I'm still trying to follow my dreams now. So get out the bed, stop watching TV, Netflix, Hulu, and go do what you love. It's Chaos Culture Radio, and I'm out. Man, I just appreciate y'all just listening. Stay tuned for the next episode.